everyone, welcome back to Gretchen's Vegan Bakery. Today we're going to take a little spin-off from the traditional pecan pie, and I'm going to share with you my recipe for caramel pecan bars. Now, this recipe was absolutely famous when I owned my bakery. I had people lining up and calling up, asking when we would be making another recipe of these caramel pecan bars. That's how fast they would fly out the door every time we'd make them. So I'm going to show you guys how to make them today. It's super simple, they're so delicious, and I know you're going to love them. So if you want to get away from the traditional pecan pie this year for Thanksgiving or your holiday baking, I really think you're going to love this recipe, so check it out. Okay, so this is basically like an ooey-gooey caramelly pecan pie filling on top of a thick, buttery shortbread base. You can probably see already why folks were lining up at my bakery to get these every time we made them. So first we have to make the shortbread cookie base. So just grab your sugar and flour, pop it into the mixing bowl, and get it spinning with a bit of salt. Add the diced cold vegan butter while mixing on low speed, and it will quickly start to resemble course meal. This is actually where the name shortening comes from. It is the science of what is happening right now inside your mixer bowl. Many people might be alarmed at the length of time that this dough is mixing, since they would automatically think that this cookie is going to be tough as heck. Not true. By mixing the flour with the fat in the beginning stage, the fat interferes with the gluten formation, essentially shortening the strands, resulting in a really light, flaky cookie. Okay, enough with the technicalities. Now add a spot of vanilla extract, and then check out the consistency. It's going to be very crumbly, and it might even look dry to you, but it's going to hold together when you grab a clump of it in your hands. Pour all of that crumbly dough into a greased and parchment-lined pan and press it firmly into the bottom and against the sides. I like to take another pan of similar size and just use that to press it down as firmly as possible, making sure to get it all the way tight on all the sides with no spaces or gaps. Get that into a preheated 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for about 20 to 30 minutes, and meanwhile you can prepare the pecan filling by combining the vegan honey, or actually you can use golden syrup, agave, or even corn syrup would work here too, with the light brown sugar, the granulated sugar, and the vegan butter all together in a heavy bottom saucepan. Just start cooking it over medium to high heat and stir it often to get it all smooth and make sure that vegan butter is melting, and it's going to start to get really hot and come up to a boil, at which point you will add the soy milk, or coconut milk would also work, and it's going to bubble up, so be careful. Just gently stir it back down and let it boil for about 2 more minutes, stirring occasionally to keep it from bubbling over. Next, add the pecans, and the pecans are not toasted here. Stir it really well and bring it back up to a boil. Now just remove it from the heat and stir in the vanilla extract. And by this time, your shortbread cookie base should be ready. Nice and golden brown, and just pour that hot pecan filling over the top and get it all back into the oven for another 20 minutes. So while our pecan bars are baking, I just wanted to let you guys know that this is actually a recipe that's in my cookbook. So I don't know how many of you have already purchased my cookbook. For those of you who have, thank you. But for those of you who haven't, there's so many awesome recipes in here that actually aren't on my blog. So Christmas time is coming up, and if you have somebody on your list who is a budding vegan pastry chef, this might be a good gift for them. So yeah, that's all. Just wanted to show you guys that my book is still available. The links will be below. And so for those of you who've already bought this book, thank you for your support. And speaking of support, quick shout out, thank you so much to all my patrons for continuing to support me and this channel. You guys really are the reason that Gretchen's Vegan Bakery still exists. So if you think you can support for as little as $1 a month, click the links below to find out how. And I think our pecan bars are almost ready. All right, check this out. After 20 minutes at 350 degrees, this thing is bubbling all over the surface. And just be really careful when you take it out of the oven. The center will be still quite jiggly, but this is okay. It's going to set as it cools. Once it is cold, loosen up the edges and then flip it over onto a cutting board. Now just cut it into whatever size pieces you like, and just like a pecan pie, this is a super rich dessert. A little bit goes a long way. I like to cut these into little small bite-sized squares and serve them on a platter and just let everyone dig in. And dig in they will. I promise you this recipe will top your favorites list. And it's just in time for the holidays, so be sure to head over to GretchensVeganBakery.com to grab the written and printable recipe for this decadent caramel pecan bar. Well, thanks everyone for watching my video. I do hope you like the recipe and are going to want to try it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, and I would love it if you subscribe here to my channel. I've got so many great new recipes coming this fall. I think you might want to stick around to see what's coming next. Alright, that's enough of me for today, and until next time, happy vegan baking. Bye for now.